Hi, I'm Coleen Sews and Chats. Welcome to the Holiday Hop 2022 with my friends Melissa at Practically Creative and Sylvia at you&meFPP. Let's get our fabrics and get going. My fabrics are a piece of 8 1/4 by width of fabric toweling, some cotton batting, also 8 1/4 by 16.5 inches, Insul Bright batting, 8 1/4 by 16.5 inches. And a piece of cotton fabric, 8 1/4 by 16.5 inches. If you don't have toweling fabric, cotton fabric will work. And this is enough to make 2 pot holders. I'm cutting my toweling. I folded it in half because it's the same on both sides. And I'm cutting the 8 1/4 inches. I was trying to save the little snowman face, and I'm creasing this with my nail so I get a good line. I don't have to draw one, and just cutting these in half. Since it's toweling, you can see on either edge it's got one side finished, and I'm using them as templates to cut out my cotton batting. Why so much batting? I don't know. It's just how I did it. I just had a small piece of cotton batting. And then I'm going to cut the Insul Bright. I was checking to see if there was a wrong side or a right side because it's been a while since I used it. A year to be exact. And again, I'm just putting these on top of it and using them as a template. Fast, easy. And I was trying to decide which direction I wanted to cut them on this piece of Insul Bright. These are not to go in the microwave. The Insul Bright has little flecks of, if not metal-ish material. You don't want that in your microwave, but it's supposed to be really good for pot holders. So I'm getting my other piece cut out. I'm very picky about getting it straight, or very crooked and have to try harder. Who knows? Oh my goodness. And now I have got 3 layers, which is my toweling, the cotton, the Insul Bright, and I'm cutting my cotton for the backing, doubling it on itself, and I'm just gonna cut this out and then subcut down to the sizes I need using 2 rulers. Now I am subcutting my 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Like I said, the dimensions were just because I wanted to save the little snowman faces. And I wanted to use half of that piece of toweling I had. So once I get this one cut up to 8 1/4 square, I put my cotton and my toweling right sides together, and I'm gonna go sew around it. Got all 4 of these stacked up. Walking foot probably would have made this a little bit easier. I was getting pushed around a little bit by this thing, but I'm using 1/4 of an inch from the edge. It looks like it's crinkling, but it's not. It's fine. Okay, maybe it is, but it's still fine. We're not going to have a fit about it. The piece underneath my hand is flat, and that's what I was going for. And now I'm rounding these corners. Don't cut into your stitches. That would be bad. And I'm putting my hand in between the cotton and the toweling and flipping it right side out. Used a chopstick to poke out those corners. Now I'm trying to get that under, and I'm cutting the corners off of this. It makes it flatter or pointier. It makes the corners pointier. I'll get the words. They're hard, we know. I don't know what I do with my chopstick. It's here somewhere. And then I got a piece of the cotton with the Insel Bride and the cotton batting to try out a stitch or two to see what size I wanted them, because I wanted to use the pretty stitch that I am convinced looks like a snowflake. It may be a flower, I don't care. It looks like a snowflake. That's what I wanted. And that's what I'm using to do the top stitch, is that stitch. I'm using off-white. On one I tried white. I think I like the off-white better. I'll put a picture in at the end so you guys can see. You judge. I didn't use the loops on the corners or the binding on it because frankly I don't hang up my pot holders. They go in a drawer or they're on the table. And if you buy the 1 yard of toweling, you can also make a coordinating like casserole dish pot holder, which I think would be really cute out of this. I bought the 1 yard. I haven't made the casserole dish sized pot holder yet. And you'll notice that I'm using that universal foot, the black button on the back left hand side helps it jump up that little hill on the corners without getting stuck. I got stuck a few times. This is the first time I've done this, so it's not perfect, but it's pretty in my view. You can do a straight stitch around this, and what I learned is if I do it again, I would, at the closing side, get close to the edge and then move it over a little bit for the rest of it. Now I did do that on some of these, so it's not perfectly straight. Like right there, you can see that it's in closer than the edge that I closed. And this took a while. I had to slow my machine down. It was a low medium speed. I tried medium and medium high. I had threads breaking. I had stitches skipping. I also changed my needle to a jean needle. I'll have to look up what size needle that is. I think it's something 16. And the first one I put on here, I broke. Why? Because somebody was playing with the tension on my machine and had it all the way up, and then that somebody wasn't paying attention when there was a weird noise as she was sewing. Yes, none of us are surprised that that somebody is me. I learned the hard way. I have it on good authority though, that I'm not the first, probably won't be the last to do something like that. I think at this time, that little snowflake flower stitch may be my favorite stitch on this machine. It may be like the only of 3 that I've tried, but still, I like what I like. Aren't we all like that? And this one is almost done. I think I'm going to insert some Christmas music from YouTube here for the rest of this. I don't need to drone on. Nobody wants to hear that. Somebody might want to hear that. I'm still not doing it. Thanks for joining me on day 6 of the Holiday Hop 2022. Don't forget to check out my friends Melissa, Practically Creative, and Sylvia, you&meFPP. Be the light you hope to see in others. Kindness matters. Take care.